What is up, you guys? It's your favorite Tarot reader, and I am back. Except for I'm not back with the read. I'm back with a vlog. It is 3 days post delivery. This is the first video since I delivered my baby. A story time on the delivery and the story about all of that will be up shortly. However, I decided today we finna get up, we finna get ourselves together, and I'm finna make a little breakfast, and we gonna just have a day. We parents, and we deserve to feel good and have a day to mourn and be together. So we both are in the process of getting dressed. I got on me a face mask, and I'm finna make us some breakfast and me some hot chocolate. I kind of already got dressed. I just gotta put on the rest of my clothes. I'm getting hot because I got this oven on. But yeah, I'm making this some egg and cheese bagels. I got my baby necklace on. His name is Zion Justice. So, yeah. I figured the best way to kind of distract my mind would be to kind of come on here and talk to y'all, because Jonathan in the shower and I don't really like being alone, and I would feel better not talking to myself and feeling like I'm going crazy, but actually talking to y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and make these eggs. This is the first time I've ever really had to grieve, and I'm grieving the loss of a child at that. So I've kind of been just like in a daze, you know, kind of like trying to figure out how I heal and how I'm processing everything. And so far, I feel like we've really kind of been handling things as best as we can, and having Jonathan here with me has kind of been the only thing that I look forward to. Like, he has been my biggest support system, and I'm so grateful to have found my husband and to be going through all of this with him. Like, I feel a sense of like relief a little bit because I got him to go through all of this with. But yeah, so we finna get started on these eggs. I'm also finna make me some hot chocolate just so I can feel cozy this morning. About 10 o'clock in the morning. And we finna just ride. We finna just all day go for a ride and just enjoy each other's company and not fight with each other or fight each other about shit like that we don't have control over, or any of that, because it's very, very easy to fight your partner when you're going through something like this. And I've been realizing that I could have done that, and I still can. You know, it's only the third day. My process isn't over. Shit, to be honest, my process is just beginning. But instead of like grieving his life, I really want to appreciate his life, because I truly believe my baby was a fallen angel. My mom called it like a Nephilim. But yeah, I believe my baby was a giant, and he was sent here for us. Like, he was sent here to guide us and be our angel. And I just feel like his spirit was just too big for the earth. Like, it's too big. The earth couldn't contain my baby. So Zion, we're back to Zion. And mommy is here coping. Everybody in our family, all of Jonathan's like fans and friends and stuff like that have been really, really supportive. I personally have not spoken to anybody since it happened. Since I gave birth, I've only really spoken to my mom not anybody else other than my mom and Jonathan. Just because I don't feel like explaining or talking or comforting other people, because sometimes people are so sorry for you that you can see the sadness for you in their face, and it's kind of like, I need to really be sad right now, so I don't have time to focus on consoling you and making you feel better about my situation. So I haven't really spoken to anybody, and it's been kind of making me feel guilty. Like, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm just, I don't know, because how could you make it about you at a time like this, you know? But I know that it's very easy to feel some type of way when you want to be there for somebody and they kind of won't really let you. But it's not even me not letting people be there for me. It's kind of just me respecting my own boundaries and understanding that I do need my space throughout this healing process. Like, everybody doesn't heal the same. Everybody doesn't go through shit the same. And that's okay, you know. I don't have to want to talk. You know, I feel like that's kind of Jonathan's role. Like, Jonathan has been talking to everybody and writing everybody back and kind of being the barrier, being my person. Shit. Because Lord knows I'm not in the energy to do it. So he's just been kind of handling stuff. And man, I couldn't be more thankful. Like, everything that needs to get done, he's just been my rock, and he's just been doing it for me. So he's making my process a lot easier. I can say that for sure. Man. It's crazy that I'm just here wanting to make videos and before I even really talk to anybody, but this has always been my healing process. YouTube has kind of always been like my outlet, and I feel like even more so I have a testimony and a platform where I can share what it's like to grieve a child, and I can you know, have a community of mothers who have been through similar situations. Because it's not as uncommon as you think. And that's what I'm realizing. I am a 25-year-old woman, and I had a stillborn baby at 16 weeks. It's something that's so hard to say out loud, but it's also necessary, because mentally and emotionally I still feel pregnant, especially because my pregnancy ended so abruptly. My body is still reacting as if it's pregnant. I'm still nauseous. I'm still pissing on myself when I sneeze and cough, and I look down at my belly and there's no belly, and then I look at my house and there's no baby. And it's one of the most difficult things I've ever had to deal with in my whole entire life. And it's surreal that I'm dealing with it. Like, it's very surreal that it's happening. And I want so badly to kind of tell my story, like, now, ASAP, today, you know, but I don't. I've been kind of needing time, and I've been feeling so bad about feeling sad, because I truly feel like this was God's will. Like, this was always in the plan. Now that it's happened, my baby was born on 11/11/2020 at 3:48. Literally, 112233. Literally. And I know, like, it's crazy because signs have been there. Like that, signs have been there that this was going to be a part of my journey. I even told Jonathan before, like, I think I'm going to have a special needs baby. And my baby definitely needed special attention and special care, and so did I. I was in labor for 3 days. My water broke on the 8th, which I did a video about. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out. It was my 16-week update. But I started labor on the 8th, and I delivered on the 11th. And on the 12th was the last day of the process. So I went through a 4-day process of giving birth and healing myself and recovering and stuff like that. And boy, was it a fucking process. It was a lot, because my baby was a lot, and his spirit was a lot, and his spirit is so huge that he has like a legacy already being built for himself. Like, it's already in place. Jonathan has already started to get revelations. I've already started to see how important what has happened to me is going to be for the world and for my story and for my journey personally. I just know that I'm going to help so many women out there. So many women are scared to talk about the shit that hurts us and the shit that almost breaks us. Like, I keep telling Jonathan, like, I see why this kind of shit break people. I can see mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I can see it. I can feel it. I feel it in my sadness that this is what people go through. You know, you see it on TV. People having hysterical pregnancies and going crazy thinking they still pregnant, and it's so real. It's more real than you think it is, because we don't think about it happening to us, so it feels surreal, like that shit don't happen in real life. But that shit happened to me. That shit happened to me and Jonathan. That happened to us. So here I am in my process, and we figuring it out, and we doing it. And I know it's gonna be so much to come out of my baby's life. Like, I feel that so strongly. I know that within my heart. I know it. I just know it. Go, Lovey. This is like the first day that I really like kind of got out the bed and got up and was kind of like trying to do stuff. I'm not like finna do too much. I'm really just finna make us breakfast so that we can be on the move all day and not be hungry. Because we finna just relax and smoke and eat together all day and love on each other and just show up for each other. Because in these kind of times, that's all the good. That's all I want. That's all I'm thinking about. That's all that's in the forefront of my mind. It's kind of me and my man healing together and remembering our baby. Because, boy, this story one for the books. Like, I can't wait till me and Jonathan both kind of have the time to sit down and film the video. Because it's so important that y'all hear his side as well. Because he has a whole different side to the story than I do. You know, he has a whole different perspective. He has a whole different experience than I had. It was both of ours to experience together still. Like, man, God has a funny way of showing you your purpose, of showing you who your people are and what you're supposed to be doing. And for God to really show you why you here, why you on earth, it's a blessing. And I know that I'm on this earth for my kids, like for my legacy that's being built. Like, I am a mother. I'm Mother Earth. Like, that's my role. That's who I am. And for God to have told me that through Zion, through my son, as sad as I want to be, I'm also so grateful and so appreciative of just being able to have my baby. Especially the fact that I had him at 4 months. I had him at 16 weeks. And I gave birth to a baby. Like, I got to hold him. I got to be with him. And I feel good about that. I feel so good about that. I be sleeping with his little blanket that he was in for those 2 days. Like, Y'all, these eggs looking a little weird. I ain't had to cook in a while. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. My mind is all over the place. This is why I need y'all to keep me sane, to keep me recognizing that I'm doing something and my mind has to be somewhere. Because